Clubs in the Premier League will make a decision on whether the transfer window should be shut before the season gets underway. The decision would effectively give the Premier League its own transfer deadline day instead of the usual the 31st of August deadline. According to The Times, the matter will be discussed when the next meeting between Premier League chairmen is held on the 7th of September. Among the 20 clubs, at least 14 clubs should be in favour of the decision to bring back the deadline for the 2018-19 season. "I think if the window is shut before the season starts, everything is sorted out and we can get on with the football," said Swansea City manager Paul Clement. "Our club would support that decision." The summer transfer window in England opens in June and runs till the end of August. Deadline day, the day when most clubs make a last-minute trolley dash to bring in players, is usually the 31st of August, but there have been cases when it has closed on 1 or 2 September. That is usually the case when the 31st of August is a weekend or a bank holiday, allowing clubs to do business on 1 or the 2nd of September before the window officially closes. The sole reason to bring back the transfer deadline is to ensure all clubs have their squads set in stone before the first ball is kicked. A number of clubs have complaints with regard to players who are angling for a move and refusing to play, undoing all the work done in pre-season. The new rule would only prevent English clubs from making new signings after the season gets underway. Clubs would still be allowed to sell players before the transfer deadline in Europe as long as it is in line with FIFA's transfer rules. However, if the transfer deadline in England is brought forward, clubs could then be at a disadvantage if they lose a player after the English deadline. Such clubs would then be in a perilous position where they will not be able to replace the outgoing player until the winter transfer window opens in January. The move has its advantages and disadvantages. Bringing back the deadline before the season begins only helps clubs whose players are looking for a move to another Premier League club. So this move might only be beneficial to mid-table clubs or those in the bottom half. Players in the top 6 or 7 clubs will surely be transfer targets for other top European clubs, and it puts the English clubs at a disadvantage when they cannot persuade the player to stay, coupled with the fact that they cannot bring in a replacement either.